Just letting everybody in. Hello, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm gonna.
Hello.
Hello. I'm going to stop this share so we can actually see people.
And it's really hard.
Good morning, everybody. Everybody managing to get online?
41 and should.
I'll give you all a couple of just a minute or so. More people coming in.
So that they're safe and the kids can go back. Or you may feel that, hey, the last time the schools and the universities went back,
Somebody's got a television on.
So take any calls on that or text the word Essex, send it to 81333. So let's have a look at the impact this is having on schools right here in Essex. Liz Keeble is the
Right. We've got more people just joining, so I'm just going to give it a couple of. Right. Karen, if you're okay to keep an eye on the waiting.
I'll keep an eye, yeah.
Great. Excellent. Right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first virtual familiarisation of Excursion Show Week. We are really excited to be here, and thank you all very much for joining us. It's been we've been really pleased to be able to pull this together in such a turbulent year and so much uncertainty. We really wanted to be able to do something and not let the Excursions Week part or show date pass by, and we wanted to support the tourism and coaching industry however we could in the best way that we could, really. And we've been sorry, good start. We, as Tourism South East, we've been sort of working behind the scenes to lobby with government or help lobby government for them to make sure they understand the needs of the industry in these difficult times. But this week is about looking forward, and we want to just spend some time making sure that you as organisers are up to date with what is new and available for you as and when we can all travel again, because I know we're all eager to get back that way. So today we have Lucketts Group Travel Group joining us this morning, which is a great way to start. We want to help promote the group travel and the coaching industry. So we've got the team from the Lucketts Group Travel who I'm going to hand over to you shortly to do this talk. Just a few housekeeping things. If I could ask you all to be on mute. If you can, so in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, there's a mute button. If you could remain on mute unless you want to speak at the end, towards the end of the session, that would be great. We have a chat box at the bottom left middle of your screen, which I'm just going to hand over in a second to Karen. So Karen Roebuck is on this call, and she is going to facilitate the Q&A at the end of the session, and she'll just explain how that's going to work. And also just to let you know that this session is being recorded, so it will only record those that are talking, but if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can turn your video off using the stop video button on the right bottom left of your corner. So I'll hand over to Karen, and then we will hand over to the team at Lucketts Group Travel. Go on then, Karen.
Good morning, everybody. It's really lovely to see you all. Having been at the Excursion show for over 30 years, it's still nice to see faces. We're going to ask you if you'd like to have a question. There is one question that we've already had in, but if you want to ask a question during the session, if you use the chat box, which is along the bottom panel, ask your question, and if you're happy for me to come to you at the end and ask you to ask your question, then I will prompt you. Otherwise, if you prefer me to ask it for you, just say Karen ask on your question. So hopefully that's all okay. And it's time now to hand over to Lucketts. So over to you.
Thank you very much, Karen. Good morning, everyone. Firstly, our thanks to Karen and Elaine and the Excursions team for putting together this virtual event for us. I'm Jet, and I'm the head of Lucketts Group, holidays at Lucketts Group. And I'm going to give you a brief intro into our group and the leisure travel that we offer. So in terms of our beginnings, we were founded in 1926 by the Lucketts family, and we are now a group of coach tour operators, and we've got over 90 years of experience. We're backed by National Express. We were acquired at the end of February 2020 as our parent company. So, of course, you can be reassured of our first-class service, great value, and luxury modern coaches. In terms of our brands, we offer package coach holidays and day trips across the UK and Europe, and they're all delivered by our local brands, which you can see here. So we have Lucketts, Worthing in the south, together with Colosseum, Solent and Morton's. And then in the Midlands, we have Woods, and then in London, Clark's, and we have Stewart's based out of Reading. For our day excursions, we offer a wide range of days out, from visits to top attractions and shopping destinations, theatre shows, musicals, European day trips, and of course, much more, which you'll hear about today. Our day excursions include return coach travel, and often entrance tickets are included too, which are discounted from the standard visitor entry price, so you can enjoy a great value day out with your group without worrying about a thing. In terms of our holidays, we offer all types of holidays, from city breaks and cruises, Christmas getaways, and more. Many of our holidays are escorted and include accommodation, breakfast and dinner, excursions and return coach travel, plus there's often added benefits such as porterage, guided tours and hotel entertainment. Our Lucketts travel holidays even include complimentary door-to-door home pickup, which is a firm favourite amongst our customers, meaning that the holiday starts as soon as you leave your door. We welcome group travel bookings on all our pre-packaged trips and holidays, or we can create tailor-made travel just specifically for your group. We can plan itineraries, book entrance, ferry crossings, or if you'd simply like coach hire, we can do that as well. You'll have a dedicated account manager for your group, and I'll now pass to Lynn to talk more about our top day excursions and inspiration for travel in 2021.
Thank you, Jit. Hello there. I'm Lynn Paradise, and I'm the product lead for day excursions at the Lucketts Group. So I'm going to tell you a bit more about the exciting day excursions that we have on offer across the group for 2021. First off, each of our brands and each of our group tours are very different, and we tailor our programs to them. So some people like everything arranged for them. So we arrange lunch in a restaurant before taking in an exhibition or a show. And others, we would arrange a cream tea on a river cruise, having visited somewhere like Windsor Castle. Others want a very in-depth experience or an educational one. And so we provide a blue badge guide or a behind-the-scenes tour or a program that fits with your brief or curriculum. Other customers just prefer to do their own thing. So we arrange coach-only tours, simply transporting them to the museums and galleries or a festival event, say at the NEC. Other customers just want to sit back and enjoy the ride. So we do scenic tours through places like the Cotswolds or the New Forest. And it's a chance just for people to be out and about, to socialise, to bond, to learn, to be entertained. And it's such great value for a full packed day. So whether it's special interests or special needs, small budgets or large budgets, if it's a small private occasion or a very large complex group arrangement in the UK and abroad, we're very varied and flexible in what we offer you. So now I'm going to tell you about some of our most popular tours and where we're visiting this year. So I've themed these, and our first theme is concerts, musicals and theatre. So this year we're going to be saying farewell to Elton John, and we're going to say hello to Queen and Adam Lambert on their regional tour. There's the amazing Birmingham Tattoo at the end of the year, and the musical spectaculars of Andre Rieu. At the theatre, we're going to see Sister Act and Andrew Lloyd Webber's new Cinderella, as well as Aberphonic, Strictly Professionals, and Tina Turner, which is hugely popular with our customers. So we always get advanced lists of all the new shows, and we offer the majority of these to our customers. if they're geographically possible. And we're looking forward to dates for new shows and plays such as Back to the Future and To Kill a Mockingbird, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. Our next theme is history and heritage. So the increased coverage from programmes such as Downton, The Crown, and of course now we're all focusing on Bridgerton with its Regency splendour, has led to an increased demand for visits such as Highclere, Windsor and Kensington Palace, and also places like Bletchley Park, which are hugely popular with groups such as the WI. So we can combine multiple destinations in theme tours, or we can offer in-depth tours for a single location with a guide on board, giving talks during the journey and during the tour of a stately home or an exhibition. Our next theme is gardens. So we do day trips all year round to tie in with the seasons, and when tulips or roses or autumn foliage is at its best, and for flower shows such as Hampton Court and Chelsea. And new for this year, we're going to be visiting the Harrogate Flower Show. We also visit gardens at Christmas, when many gardens are lit up, such as the RHS Wisley Glow. Also hugely popular are our festive days out. So we would do Christmas markets in places like Bruges, and we would be visiting in the UK like Oxford, London, Stratford, Birmingham, and events such as Chatsworth House at Christmas and Victorian Christmas at Osborne House on the Isle of Wight. We will do city shopping trips and festive events such as the St Nicholas Christmas Fair in York, and the festive lights at Kew and Longleat, to name a few. So our festive days out also include pantomimes and ballets, and our season runs from November through to the January sales. And of course, where we can, we combine multiple interests. So this makes it much more appealing to a wider set of people in your group. So we would, for instance, combine heritage and gardens. So we would visit places like Hever Castle, Pashley Manor or Eltham Palace at the time when all the tulips or the snowdrops are coming out. And I'm just working on a trip now combining gardens and railways, where we will visit Board Hill Garden in the morning for one of their flower festivals. And then in the afternoon, we will be taking a trip on the Bluebell Railway. So I'm now going to show some of our new tours for 2021. And this is the Royal Heritage Tour. So it combines a visit to the Savile Garden, plus an escorted tour of the historic Royal Estate at Windsor Great Park, with a rare opportunity to take photos at the top of Long Walk. So we, escorted by one of the Crown Estate's dedicated team on board our coach, they guide us through the historic Royal Estate, and they tell us about how Windsor Great Park works in the modern day, as well as learning about its long history, pointing out places that you wouldn't normally get to see or to know about. So this tour lasts about an hour to an hour and a half. And to finish off, we get this rare opportunity to disembark from our coach at the top of the iconic Long Walk, giving you time to take a photo from the Copper Horse statue of George III to the historic Windsor Castle. Our next destination is Greenwich Castle in North Wales. So this was used as a location of ITV's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So thankfully all the celebrities have now left. This is called the Showpiece of Wales. And as you can see from this amazing video, it's absolutely stunning. So the castle itself is a ruin, but you can walk around it, and we can arrange guided tours and educational sessions for you. From the Iron Age to Romans to the construction of the castle in the 1800s by the Hesketh family, it's rich in history and beauty. And as you can see, on top of that, the views across the Deer Park to the Irish Sea are simply stunning. Our next location is the Avebury Henge and Kennet Way. So this is part of the same World Heritage site as Stonehenge, and it contains the largest stone circle in the world. Not only that, but as you can see from this video, Avebury is just part of this extraordinary set of Neolithic and Bronze Age ceremonial sites in this sort of vast, sacred and very atmospheric landscape. So you can walk to places like Silbury Hill, which is the largest prehistoric man-made mound in Europe. And you can walk across the West Kennet Avenue to West Kennet Long Barrow. So it's about a half-hour walk. You can see this just coming out of the village here. It's about a half-hour walk from Avebury. The avenue was originally lined by around 100 pairs of prehistoric standing stones. And that takes you to the West Kennet Long Barrow, which is one of the largest and most impressive Neolithic chambered tombs in Britain. What's lovely about Avebury, though, is that some of your group may not want to do the additional walks. And so Avebury Manor is a great place to visit. It's been redecorated and redesigned in 5 different styles. So we've got Tudor, Queen Anne, Georgian, Victorian, and the current day. And the great thing about Avebury Manor is that they actually encourage you to be hands-on. So you can sit on the furniture, you can lie on the beds, and you can play snooker in the billiard room. And in addition to that, Avebury Manor Gardens are set into a series of rooms as well. So you can go to the kitchen garden, the topiary garden, the half moon garden, to name a few. Next, I will talk about Clark's, which is our brand that operates out of London. So we're developing a whole new programme to be launched to the London market, along with a programme aimed at inbound tourists and international students. So this really is all about quintessential Britain. It's royal palaces, icons, and World Heritage sites. So for Clark's, we will be doing coach only. We'll do multiple site tours, so you can go from London to Windsor to Stonehenge to Bath and back to London in a day. Or we will do in-depth location tours, for example, at Leeds Castle or Blenheim Palace. So all of these can be bought on an off-the-shelf basis and a bespoke basis. Next, I will talk about Woods Tours. So this is a new addition to the Lucketts Group. It's our Midlands-based business running day trips from Leicester. Customers here are very price and very value driven. They like theatre trips, especially in London. They like festivals, outdoor events and railways. Destinations that are popular here are Whitby, York, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Oxford and Cambridge. And some of the new trips that we're putting on here are such as Buckingham Palace with a river tour, Southwold, the Neasden Temple in London, and the Snowdon Mountain Railway, just to name a few. And lastly, I would just like to talk about accessible travel. So this is an area that we're developing. Whether it's physical or sensory, it's all about empowering people to travel by removing transport as an obstacle to travel. So across the group, we already have coaches such as these shown that can take people in wheelchairs on the coach itself with an automated system. But now we also have a fleet of minibuses that we can configure to your group's requirements, so they can take multiple wheelchair users or just one. So this means that your group can be much more inclusive. We're already operating services in the Midlands, and we'll be bringing the specialist coaches and the specialist training that our drivers have to our brands across the country. So that's some of the products we're working on and the destinations we're travelling to this year. My time's up and there's so much more that we can offer you. So do give us a call after this and carry on the conversation with us. Thank you. I'm now going to hand over to Nadine, who will tell you about our amazing holidays.
Thank you, Lynn. Hello, I'm Nadine, the product manager for the Lucketts Group. We offer a range of holidays in the south of England and the East Midlands. Here is an insight into our top favourite holiday destinations to visit by coach, as well as some new exciting products that we have got for 2021. We have so many places to visit that we've just picked the top 3 for you today, otherwise we might be here a while. The first destination is Cornwall. So we run several holidays there a year. You can experience the picturesque Cornish coast and beautiful drives. There are many quaint villages to visit and towns. St Ives is a beautiful seaside town with winding cobbled streets that arc around the harbour. St Agnes sits in both a designated area of outstanding beauty and a World Heritage Site. Hadstow, the harbour is undoubtedly the strongest attraction in the town, and visitors find themselves drawn to it like a magnet. Falmouth is a thriving harbour with fascinating maritime heritage. The National Maritime Museum hosts a huge collection of boats and maritime stories. Attractions that we like to visit include the Eden Project, which is nestled in a huge crater. Here, the massive biomes house the largest rainforest in captivity. Stunning plants, exhibitions, and stories serve a backdrop to the stunning contemporary gardens. When we visit Cornwall, St Agnes is our home. We stay in the Rosemary Hotel, which is a family-run hotel and is a firm favourite of ours and our customers. Next, we move on to the Isle of Man. This is a hidden treasure in the Irish Sea, just 60 miles off of the mainland, and is adorned with classic railways, heritage sites and coastal resorts. We visit twice a year in May and September, and the attractions that we visit are the Great Laxey Wheel, the world's largest working water wheel called Lady Isabella. On the same site here, there is the Great Mines Trail, which is a famous landmark on the island. We also visit Tynewood Hill, which is home of the 1,000-year-old Manx Parliament. We also journey on many of the scenic trains, including the Snaffell Mountain Railway, the Steam Railway, and the Manx Electric Railway. We also follow on board the coach some of the famous TT motorcycle course. Moving on, one of our firm favourites is our mystery tour. We often hear from our customers that travelling is not always about the destination. It's about the experience, meeting new people, and making friends and memories. This is why our mystery tours are one of our most popular products. We depart once a month for a 2-night stay at a top secret destination. Every mystery tour is in a different part of the country, so you'll never visit somewhere twice. And we visit some of the local nearby attractions. And now here's what's new for this year. So we have launched our 5-star York holiday. As part of the new summer 2021 brochure, for the first time ever, we have introduced our brand new VIP 5-star. So this is a 4-day break and is truly indulgent experience as you travel on our luxury VIP coach. So let me just tell you a little bit about the 36-seater coach. So when it's not on tour, it is used by the Premier League football teams. It has spacious interior with luxury reclining leather seats and tables, an integrated kitchen with 2 ovens, microwave, fridge, instant hot water, which is great for your cups of tea, and Sky TV. There is also air conditioning, black tinted windows, a toilet on board, and free Wi-Fi. It really is a luxurious experience. The choice of hotel for this holiday is the 5-star Grand Hotel. Centrally located, the hotel opened in May 2010 after an extensive refurbishment of the former North Eastern Railway headquarters. Originally opened in 1906, today it is the region's leading luxury hotel and has established a global reputation for its first-class service and stylish bedrooms. One of the main highlights of this holiday is the Cookery School experience. The Cookery School offers a variety of courses designed for everyone from aspiring chefs to novices. We offer a half-day class which lasts for 3 hours and gives you the opportunity to create one dish from the menu and enjoy a demonstration of an additional dish by the chef tutor. If luxury is what you're looking for and love to be pampered, this is definitely the holiday for you. Next we have new for this year is the Battle of Flowers in Jersey. So Jersey is already an ever popular destination for holiday makers and for day trip guests, but the Battle of Flowers is even more reason to go. During the coronation of King Edward VII and Queen Alexandra in 1902, islanders decided to hold a parade in their honour with horse-drawn floats covered in flowers taken to the waterfront streets of Jersey. Developing into tradition over the years, this festival of blooms attracts visitors from all over, and we cannot await to attend for the first time this August. Battle of Flowers, there are many places to visit whilst in Jersey, including the main capital of St Helier, the Jersey Museum, Elizabeth Castle, Jersey Zoo, and not forgetting the Jersey War Tunnels. Our hotel of choice is the Mayfair Hotel, which is based in St Helier and of 3-star standard. New for 2021 also, we have a tour to Durham to see the King Wren of England. This spectacular outdoor live action show takes audiences on a journey through 2,000 years of British history, myth and legend. Dazzling pyrotechnics, beautiful choreography, amazing stunts and hard to believe horsemanship combined with an inspired soundtrack will leave you awestruck. This show lasts for approximately 90 minutes and is set against the magnificent backdrop of Auckland Castle in County Durham. We've also incorporated excursions to explore the area further, including Hadrian's Wall, the city of Durham and the market town of Hexham. So 2 weeks ago, we launched our summer 2021 brochure. So if you are looking for any inspiration, please do get in touch with us. It offers departures from May to October with a sneak peek at what we're offering until the end of the year with our popular Christmas breaks. We are currently also contracting for our 2022 departures, and we are very excited to be able to offer Floriade, which returns after 10 years. Floriade is an international exhibition and garden festival held every 10 years in the Netherlands, so please do get in contact and register your interest with us for this amazing holiday. Also, look out for some ocean cruise departures with Fred Olsen coming very, very soon. I hope you found the insight very useful, and please do get in touch if there is anything else we can help you with. I will now hand you over to Murray, who will take you through a pre-recorded video of our travelling with confidence on board our coaches. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Murray Carter, and I'm the Regional Operations Director for the Lucketts Group. We can't really talk about travel and ignore the current pandemic that we're all facing. We understand that travel looks a little bit different than it did at the start of the year, but with some of the positive news coming from the vaccine, we hope that travel will return to some form of normality very soon. What I'd like to do is give you a quick overview of how we're making our coaches more COVID-19 secure. First of all, we've enhanced our cleaning regimes. This involves regular high touch point cleaning throughout the day with a virucidal cleaning agent, together with daily fogging of the vehicle to disinfect all the surfaces. We have installed new HISPA-cooled air filtration systems to our vehicles. These purify the air on board the vehicle and thus improve the air quality throughout the coach journey. All of our drivers are temperature checked prior to starting their shift, and we are also temperature checking all of our passengers before boarding the vehicle. Where possible, our drivers will disembark the vehicle when passengers are entering and exiting the vehicle. When drivers can't do this, they will be behind a protective screen in the driver cab area, or they will wear a safety visor. Face coverings are clearly becoming second nature to all of us by now, so we're asking all passengers to wear a face covering whilst on board our vehicles. We've also issued all of our drivers with the required PPE, and they will wear this as and when they are required to do so. On board the vehicles, we have installed hand sanitizer dispensers for both drivers and our passengers, and we kindly ask you to clean your hands upon boarding and also upon alighting the vehicle. We've reduced our onboard seating capacity to adhere to social distancing guidelines. Visual reminders are on board the coaches to help you understand this, but if you do require any assistance whatsoever, please ask the driver, who'll be more than happy to assist you. And finally, with regards to boarding, we've changed the process for how we board our vehicles. Well, we now do this by boarding from the rear of the vehicle first and then alighting from the front of the vehicle. And this is to prevent a crossover of passengers whilst on board the vehicles. So that's a quick overview of the measures that we've implemented. We hope these provide you with some reassurance and will help to make travel as safe and as comfortable as possible for our customers. Thank you very much, and I'll pass you back to Jit now.
That's great. So following on from Murray's on-board measures, I'd just like to add that we've also introduced flexible booking terms, including a low deposit, a COVID-19 money-back guarantee, which means that we offer 100% no quibble refund or a free transfer to a later departure if we have to cancel a holiday or day trip due to coronavirus. These measures, together with those outlined by Murray, we hope provides confidence and confidence to book. We have certainly seen an uptick from the start of this year as confidence begins to return to the market for departures later within this year. It's fair to say that that confidence is around UK travel. We are, however, seeing European bookings coming through as well. Appreciate that we've gone through a lot today, so please don't worry if you've missed any of this. You'll shortly receive an email with more information about everything that we've talked about, plus links to our e-brochures. We also have a special offer for group travel bookings, and our team would be delighted to discuss that through with you directly. So thank you to all of you who are watching. We hope you found this useful. And again, my thanks to Elaine and Karen and the Excursions team for allowing us to take part. For now, I think we'll move on to questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. That was really inspiring, and it really goes to show how the coach industry is worked so hard to find a way around this and to keep everything moving. So we are really excited and cannot wait and got our fingers crossed as soon as this everything lifts and we can get going again. So I'll pass over to Karen now. And if anybody's got any questions, then please put them in the chat, and I'm just going to hand over to Karen.
Great, thanks Elaine, and thank you everybody at Lucketts. That was a fascinating presentation. There are a couple of questions. One that you had pre-registered, and you probably have sort of answered this, but what are your coach travel numbers for the future?
In terms of booking volume or private hire?
That's the question, so I'm not sure.
Maybe I would probably take that as meaning how many passengers we can fit on board the coaches. Yeah. So in the current reduced capacity that Murray discussed through the presentation, the maximum number of passengers that we can carry is 37, and normally it's 53. Should obviously things change with government advice, then obviously we would change accordingly as they advise us to do. But we can get a maximum of 37. That just really depends on the configuration of the passengers in the group. So if there's more single travellers than passengers within the same household or bubble, then obviously that number would reduce because single passengers would be sat in the seat alone. Hopefully that answers that question.
Great, thank you very much. And Linda Knock has asked a couple of questions. So Linda, would you like to unmute yourself?
Yes, I have done. I wonder if Clarks cover Essex?
Sorry, Lynn, do you want me to go? Are you happy to go?
Yeah. Sorry, you didn't hear me. Do Clarks cover Essex?
So currently Clarks as a group do not cover Essex. However, we have got the King's Ferry base down in Essex that will cover any groups that we can provide down there. We are looking to launch, or we will be launching this year, a holiday programme within that market. And if there's any day trips, etc., that any groups would like us to perform from out that area, then that's definitely something that we can do.
Yes, what my organisation has done is have customised theatre breaks. So we've travelled all over the place. We had to cancel, of course, last year. And what concerns me is that most of our people are single people. I mean, we do have some married couples, but most of them are single people who will be travelling with a friend, but not a friend who's in their bubble. And I just can't see how the coach travel, the coach seating works in that case.
So I guess it depends how many you would have of single travellers. So we can fit down the whole row a single passenger on both sides. So obviously if you have 50 people, in that instance we would then look to have to potentially have 2 coaches, but that's definitely something that we can look at for you. But that's, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to get in touch, we can then let you know the ratio from single passengers to passengers travelling together and how we could get that to work for your group.
Thank you. It was a very good presentation, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for the question. Anybody else have any questions? If you do, then please feel free to unmute now and ask your question.
Jessica Pod.
Hello. I was just wondering if you cover Milton Keynes, because you talked about London and other areas. I wasn't sure which of the coaches, if any, would cover that area for pickup.
Sure. Do you want me to take that one, Nadine?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Sure. So in terms of our scheduled programme, Milton Keynes isn't yet one of our areas where we offer fixed pickups. However, for bespoke itineraries, we will really be able to cover the whole of the UK. And with the backing of National Express, the locations of our fleet hubs, we can offer a truly national coverage for any bespoke requirements that any groups have. And in terms of our vehicle fleet as well, that's in excess of 300 vehicles. And for Linda's point, we will find the right vehicle for the group, and we certainly have that within the fleet. Really, whilst in the short term, we'll work around these measures that we find ourselves in, but we do have the ability with one of the largest fleets in the UK to be able to cater for all of our customers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, is there any other questions? No? Okay. I just want to say it's lovely to see faces on the screen and sort of some familiar faces from the show. So thank you again all for attending. I would like to thank the team. Thank you for everyone at Lucketts. It's been quite inspiring, and I'm excited to see what happens next. I'm just going to bring up this screen just to say for the rest of the week, there's lots going on, so you can go online and look at Lucketts Group Travel and other exhibitors. There's 75 on there, so you can have a browse of their profiles, you can download the brochures, you can make inquiries online or request postal information, you can watch some videos, register for other fam trips. This afternoon we've got White Cliffs country, and then I think many of you probably subscribe to the newsletters, but there is a button there as well. So thank you all, and I'd like to say thank you as well to our supporters who are shown at the bottom of this event, of this screen as well. So that's it for today. Thank you for attending our first session. We've done it, and I think actually, I'm just going to take a photo of the screen for our social media, just to so everybody give us a wave from your screens at home. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for your time. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you.
Would it be all right to forward your email to the other members of my committee so that they can join if they're not already registered?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, that's not a problem. And these are all being recorded, and they will be in a video gallery as well, so they can watch them on repeat.
I want them to watch this one at least. Thank you.
Lovely.
Great, thank you.
Bye.